Hi folks, so in this video what we're going to be doing is completing this logo here based on this estate agent's logo. The question itself comes from the World of Graphics textbook and it is based around the topic of polygons and specifically pentagons. So it says here, the estate agent's logo below is based on a regular pentagon. That means that all the angles are equal, okay, all the exterior and interior angles are equal and all the sides are the same length. And we have to reproduce the logo to the dimensions given. So starting off by drawing the pentagon, we can see that we have a base length here of 68. Therefore, all our sides of the pentagon are going to be 68 millimeters long, and then the exterior angle is 72, and we get that by dividing the number of sides of a pentagon, 5, into 360 degrees, which gives us 72 degrees for the exterior angle. So that's what we're going to start with here. So, using our T-square, what we're going to start with is by doing a construction line. After we draw the construction line, we're going to measure 68 millimeters on that line. So pick a point about there. I'm going to measure as far as 68 millimeters, 6.8 centimeters. Okay, I'm just going to make a little mark there and there. Okay, that is the length of my line, that is my baseline. Now, as I said previously, the exterior angle for a pentagon is 72 degrees. So what we do is now we're going to put our protractor, center point, on this point here, and making sure the 0 is resting on the line. So I'm happy with that there now. And I'm going to read it around until I get to 72 degrees in this direction. Just make sure the 0 is resting on the line. Apologies there now, I'm just going to focus this again. There we go. So, reading around to 72 degrees, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Now, lots of students will make this error here. When they get out to the 70, they don't know to go right or left. But what you have to think, it's 72 degrees, so it's 70 going towards 80, not 70 going back towards 60. So 70 out here, going towards 80, 71, 72. So there's my 72 degrees on that side. I'm going to do the exact same on this side now. Okay, and this time we're reading clockwise, 0 going this way, 70 is here, not going back towards 60, 70 going towards 80, 72. Okay, now that I pick my two little marks there, quite easy then, do a not a vertical line, but a 72 degree line, going through those points, and then they all have to be the same length, so these lines here now need to be 68 millimeters. So if I get my protractor, or not my protractor, sorry, my compass, I can take the distance on my compass of the baseline, and what you could do is you could swing an arc like this to cut it up here. You could do the same to the other side, and you don't have to swing the arc fully. You could simply just mark it there. Okay, and I've now found my marks here and here. I will draw in 3 sides to start it off. So that's side number 1. Side number 2, and side number 3. So I've got 3 sides of my pentagon. So I'll put that in, a bit heavier, just for demonstration purposes. And now we have to find the apex point, the very top point, which is this point up here. And these both sides are also 68. So now that I have the 68 on my compass, I can take that distance from the base, I can put it over here, and I can swing an arc into the area inside here. That arc is anywhere along that arc there, anywhere along that arc is 68 millimeters away from this point. And now if I strike an arc from this one, well, anywhere along that second arc is 68 millimeters along from this point. So now all I do is I can connect those, because where the 2 arcs intersect is a point that is 68 millimeters away from both. So swing an arc, and now I can heavy it in. And just looking there, yes, I can heavy it in fully. So there we have our pentagon. That has a base length of 68. All sides are 68 because it is a regular pentagon. Now what we have to do is we have to complete the topmost portion. So you can see here we have a portion of a curve that has a radius of 44 with the center inside here. So how do I find the center? Well, from the top point, I can do a line down, and then from this point over here, I can do a line across. And what's helpful there is I've now found the center. Okay, now that I found the center, I'm going to mark over 44 millimeters because that is the radius of 44. So from 44 back to 0. So the distance from here to here is 44. You could also just measure it using your set square. I'm just going to use it here. So using the center point out to here. Now going to swing an arc. And there is my arc. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to draw in the chimney before I head into details. So now if you look over here, from this point here, if you follow that across, that'll outline where the chimney is to me. Okay, and the chimney is 16 millimeters in length going across, and the height of the chimney is in line with the apex, I suppose, of the house or the roof. So how do I do that? Well, first of all, I'm going to transfer over the apex point, because it has to be along there somewhere. And then from this point here, where the arc cut through, okay, or it could be that one, it's your choice. Because it's symmetrical, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to do a line up. And that will dictate to me then, from here, from this point right here, I have to measure 16 millimeters to the left. And there we go. And now, just switching out to heavy in my details. So there is the chimney, and now finally just switching out on my compass to heavy in the arc. That'll go heavy as far as there. Okay, so there you have it, folks. That there is the estate agent logo based on the principle of a pentagon, okay, which comes under the topic of polygons and junior site graphics. Hope you found that helpful. Okay.